So what I'm going to ask you is just to stop for a minute and listen, because I'm fully aware that what your church has taught you about people like myself and people like Edgar is that we are basically Satan, right? We're controlled by Satan. We're false prophets. We're whatever derogatory kind of title or name you want to put on us. I know that that's what you've been taught to see us as. We're internet slanderers who are just spreading lies and trying to destroy the Church of God. I would just challenge you to actually, it's one thing to be told that and to believe it, but it's another thing, and I think a more comes from more of a place of integrity to actually give the person that you're applying those sort of derogatory names to, first give them a fair hearing, and then you decide for yourself if you think that's true. If you listen through this whole video and at the end of it, you're like, yep, I've listened to everything they had to say, and I think they're just possessed by Satan, and they've got demons in their closets and all these horrible things. I think that's true. If that's what you think, that's fine. But I think like the Proverbs talks about, giving like the fool answers before hearing out an argument. I'm not quoting that accurately, but you get the idea. It's like the wise person listens before like forming an opinion about a person or an idea. And so I'm just asking you as current members, if you're watching this, and also former members who maybe you've come out, but you still believe the doctrine, and maybe you still have that. I know how deeply ingrained those sort of beliefs can be, and how you see somebody like me on the internet or somebody like Edgar on the internet talking about this church, and your immediate thought is just, oh, that's just an evil slanderer who's just has these evil intentions. I honestly think that if you knew me in real life, and if you knew Edgar in real life and saw that I'm just a dude, I've got 4 kids, I try to do my best to love other people and seek the truth as best as I can. I think if you actually, and I'd say the same about Edgar, I think if you actually stopped for a minute to get to know us, I think you would come to see that maybe we're not quite as evil and insidious as the church has told you we are. So that's just a very long thing I wanted to say up front. Just to say, please give us a fair hearing, because I know how many of you probably come to these videos and you just immediately say, oh, that's a slander, and you click off.